Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Henny Lombard, Sales and Partner Manager at Chart Learning Solutions. I'm honored in studio today with me, I have Mr. Peter Horwing, our CEO. Peter, welcome.
Thank you, Henny.
I really want to talk sales today. My first question, when you work with organizations, what's the biggest challenge you notice in the sales area today?
Well, according to latest research, sales coaching is the biggest challenge. They say, and that is according to our own research, that if you do proper sales coaching, you have a 17% higher close ratio. So that's one of the big areas. The other challenge is that sales reps in general are not accountable for their own training to improve their sales results and profession. And those two are really important in order to succeed.
Great. So I noted you've just been awarded the prestigious Selling Power Award. It's a sales award and as a top sales enablement consultant. What does this actually mean?
Well, first of all, it is the United States' most prestigious sales award from Selling Power magazine. And it does mean that we as an organization understand what type of resources a sales organization need to have in order to succeed. Normally there are two areas which are of very high importance. The first one is to have a fast onboarding of new sales reps. If you can have that time, that will have a direct impact on your revenue. And the second one is to have relevant sales training material available for each and every individual so they can pick up whenever they need it. So those are two important areas.
Great. So how do you identify and work with me as a client to really understand where do we start?
We do this firstly through interviewing the management and sales reps to get a firm understanding where you are, understand your business. But then we have another tool, what we call skills inventory assessment. And that's an assessment tool analyzing what skills you have in the sales area. So we can look at both an individual perspective and we can consolidate that also to the organization so we can see any discrepancies and also focus on the right things to be taught in the organization.
Peter, it sounds great, but I think I have a tough question for you now. So my sales force, they all over the world, all over the country, they scattered and we're not in the same room. How do we train them?
Well, the traditional way is to gather them during the classroom. But today we have introduced the latest technology. So we distribute training, that's called the e-learning. But since we have one step ahead of that, we have work material which is uploaded into the cloud. People can actually do their homework. You'll get a review directly or feedback. And we can track each and every individual online. So that's how we do it today.
Wow.
And I should mention also, today we actually do the coaching online. It's called virtual coaching.
Wow, Peter, it sounds like a great concept. So my next question is also, I've done the training. How do I actually get the results that you promise and making sure that my sales force takes us back to the workplace and actually implement the learnings?
We call this accountability training because when a person is personally accountable for its results and there's somebody watching him, her succeed, then you just get outstanding results. You get people to flourish. So how we do that is utilizing the technology, following people online, and if there is any deviation, we contact them and give a feedback and make sure they get on track again. And we just get magnificent results.
Peter, this sounds like a unique solution and a unique company. How do we actually customize the training around my specific needs?
Yeah, that's a good question. Many companies are special. They have special scenarios. And what we have done here is that we have introduced something we call scenario-based training. So if you are a telecom company, for example, then we put in a telecom scenario. So when they train, for example, in the value messaging or in the question training, or if you're in the software industry, you do the sales of maybe business systems and so on, then we put in different scenarios. So that's called scenario-based training, introduced into our offering.
Peter, this all sounds really good and sounds like a fantastic methodology you got here. How do I get more information and how do I get started?
Well, that's always a great question. What we do here is that firstly we actually ask you to fill out a survey, so we start to get an understanding of your organization, and then we have a scoping call to make sure we actually can give you the results together with you as you wish, because when we move in, work with you, then we want to secure that you actually get those targets, objectives as you may have. So that's how we work. Thank you.
This sounds great. Peter, thank you again for your time and all the best, and thank you.